What's up guys, ArchAngel Manga here, and this is my sustaining industry for the month of August. I know I said in my previous sustaining industry video that I'm probably going to be doing these once every 2 months, but I'm more than bought over my threshold this month, and I'm pretty satisfied with what I've got so far. So yeah, that that's about as good enough reason as any to make a video. So yeah, as you can see, there's quite a few gaps in my collection there. That's literally just what I've pulled out from what I've bought this month. So I'm going to be gradually putting them all back in the rightful places so everything doesn't try and fall down everywhere. So yeah, the first thing I've got this month, or I should say the first thing I'm showing you, is Speedgrapher. This is a series I've only heard about. I simply got it because it came in a really nice chipboard box set, and I really like MVM's quality releases. 6 volumes, 6 individual DVDs. They're coming off, pretty well. Yeah, it looks interesting. I think it's by Gonzo. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's by Gonzo, the same production studio behind Afro Samurai. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this. It's a nice premium release there. Another one to go in my collection, with my art boxes and stuff. So, Speedgrapher. Now I'll go on to the Blu-rays. First Blu-ray, First Squad. Animated by Studio 4 Degrees Celsius. I believe that's how or maybe it's just 4 degrees. I know they did some work on the OVA episodes from Animatrix, but I'm not too familiar with this production company, and I'm not really too familiar with this film. I've only heard about it, but again, it was cheap, so why not? Let's slot that back in there, everything tumbling over on me. Next thing, Legend of the Millennium Dragon. Another film I know in name only. Let's kind of bring it a little bit closer. Sorry about the glare. There we go. You can kind of see a little bit better now. Yeah, I also bought that because it was cheap. Anything that I'm showing you guys, a lot of the stuff I haven't actually watched. Whoops, pulling stuff off the wall there. I'll put that back in a minute. Yeah, a lot of this stuff I haven't actually watched. So if you see something that you've seen and you're like, oh my god, that's really cool, let me know in the comment section below. Okay, next thing. This is more of a rebuy, seeing as I sold it already, and that's Eden of the East. This is the definitive collection. Before I only had the actual series, the 12 episode series. This is the series, both of the movies and the OVA episode. So it comes in a really cool, box thing. I believe, yeah, no, it doesn't really have reversible art, but yeah, I'm gonna give this a rewatch. I can finally watch the films Paradise Lost and what's the other one, King of Eden. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching through them. Let's slot this back up there. And also, this is this is a complete collection now. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the complete collection 2, contains episodes 36 to 64, which is now the complete collection of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. As you can see, I already have the box set here, so yeah, there you go, complete. Brilliant. So I can watch through all of that now without having to, take any breaks. Now the next 2 and final 2 Blu-rays are collector's editions. Also, I've got the Ninja Scroll. The collector's edition comes with the Blu-ray, the DVD, and a 20-page art booklet with interviews and stuff like that in it. It's a steel book. It's really pretty. Just take the cover off it. It's got like a little cover on it. Yeah, it's like a metallic steel cover. You can see the glare on it there. The metallic finish on it. I'm gonna rewatch this because it's been about a year since I've watched this now, and it is a really great film. Yeah, Ninja Scroll. Probably when I rewatch this, I'll end up watching the anime series as well, because I'm still yet to see that, even though I've owned it for just months and months, probably over a year now actually. Okay, and the final Blu-ray again is a rebuy. And that's Freedom, the complete collection. I actually owned this before, but I made the mistake of thinking that my DVDs were defective for the fact that I couldn't seem to get the subtitles working. But after watching a review, even if you're watching it in the English dub, I believe the first 5 minutes are still in Japanese, and then it switches over to the English dub. So I wish I hadn't sold it before, but I rebought it. So, and I'm not a massive fan of like CG cell animation, but for the fact that it's that Katsuhiro Otomo had something to do with it. You know, that more than sells it for me. But next I'm going to be showing you the DVDs. That's it for the Blu-rays. Got quite a lot of DVDs actually. First thing I'll show you, Astro Boy Greatest Astro Adventures. This is just a selection, I think, of the best episodes of like the entire Astro Boy series, because it's literally only about like, I don't know what is it, 7 episodes. Yeah, so it's just like a little collection of, you know, like some of the episodes. It's not really going to have any sort of coherent story, but you know, for the fact that it's Astro Boy, so screw it, just pick it up, and I got it for £1, so I am not complaining. Next thing we're going to show you is One Piece Collection 7. This covers the start of the Skypiea arc. As you can see, you've got Nico Robin on the front cover there using her flower fruit abilities. Again, you know, I'm impressed with Manga Entertainment's release of this, even though I'm not too impressed with the actual box design that they've gone with now. Whereas, you know, the previous boxes before, I think box 4 to 1 to 4, had like a booklet sort of design to it, but you know, these are just kind of the discs are actually attached to the cases now, so you can't really look at the inlay art anymore without having to pull the whole thing apart, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, I'm still going to be supporting the releases. Next thing I got was Individual 11. This is basically just a recap film of the second season of Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. So it's just a recap of all the episodes, but apparently it has extra animation as well, so that's one of the reasons why I bought it. And it came in this like nice little cardboard wallet. The Laughing Man also comes with a nice little blue wallet, so I'm keeping my eye out for that. But yeah, I'm going to be marathoning through Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex pretty soon. So, you know, probably in the next month or so, I don't know. Okay, next thing. An absolute classic, a series that I really enjoyed back in the day on Toonami when it aired, and that is Outlaw Star. Another one that's touted as one of the great space westerns of 90s anime, you know, alongside Trigun and Cowboy Bebop. But yeah, I really enjoyed Outlaw Star back in the day. Unfortunately with this, my box came broken. Like here, it's snapped, so the disc doesn't stay in place at all. So I'm either going to have to get another box to put it in, or I don't know, maybe I don't want to send it back because it's only the box. But yeah, it's still another quality release from all the Anime Limited. So you know, I'm still happy with it. Right. Yeah, I think we've only got 3 more DVDs left. Okay. Next thing I got was Bamboo Blade, an anime about, I believe, sword fighting, but with like kendo. I think it's kendo. Like, I think that's the name of the sport, where it's basically you use bamboo like samurai swords to train. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect with this. I don't know if it's like a comedy slice of life sort of thing, with like a little bit of sport mixed in it. But it looks intriguing, and I've heard about it, you know, every now and then. So you know, I might be pretty interested, might be not. Okay. Now the next 2 are DVDs that I've highly anticipated for years now. The first one I got on the MVL Deal of the Week, and that was Welcome to the NHK. Everybody's just said how amazing this series is. I'm so glad to finally own this. It deals with Hikikomori, this dude right here, I believe. Just a shut-in who just, like, you know, plays games, reads manga, watches anime, that kind of thing. Yeah, highly anticipate watching it, but it's probably going to be a while that I actually get around to watching it. Obviously, because I have such a big backlog of you know, things I need to complete. Okay, so the last DVD box set I got, another MVM Deal of the Week, Fate Stay Night. Another anime I've heard so much about. I believe it's sequel Fate Zero, or maybe prequel. I think Fate Zero is our actual prequel. But I know Fate Stay Night is either getting a remake or has already gotten a remake. But yeah, it's just something, you know, one of those anime series that I've heard so much about all of the, you know, over the years, and it's just been something that I've needed to check out. So, you know, I took the opportunity to pick it up when it was only £10. So, you know, that's a win. Okay, so that is it for my anime. Just kind of scoot these along. So yeah, now on to the manga. Yeah, I've got a quite substantial amount of manga this month. First picked up Berserk Volume 20. For some reason on Amazon, I think it's starting to go back out of print. It just goes to show like how in demand Berserk really is at at this point, because at the time it went out of print, obviously a lot of people hadn't picked up the entire series. So as soon as it come back into print, probably most of the people who were buying it were people who were trying to finish the collections, that they'd already started. So yeah, I'm trying to pick this up as quick as possible, but personally, since I did my review of this, the first 10 volumes, it's gotten really slow after the Golden Age arc. Like the Lost Children arc was really good, and I'm slightly enjoying the current arc, which I believe is the Conviction arc, where they're kind of rounding up all the heretics and stuff like that, and killing them off. But yeah, I'm not picking this up as quickly as I would have hoped to. Nonetheless, it's still really good. Okay, another series that I've completed now, Crying Freeman, by Ryoji Ikegami and Kazue Koike, two massively renowned mangaka from the early 80s and 90s and stuff like that. Worked on Sanctuary, Strain, Lone Wolf and Cub respectively. So yeah, this is now all 5 volumes of Crying Freeman. I can finally read through all of this. Yep, that's that. Another one of my continuing releases, Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin Volume 6. I absolutely love these vertical releases. They're just absolutely beautiful. Never ever disappoint. I'm currently on Volume 5. I'm just reading through that now, the Sharon Sailor volume. So I don't know what to expect in this one. Yeah, nonetheless, I believe it's going to be excellent. Okay, next 2 volumes, Yosabato, Volume 3 and 4. Ever since I read Azumanga Daioh and became familiar with Koyohiko Azuma's storytelling and artistic flair, I've been picking up these volumes a little bit more frequent, as it's kind of like another cutesy kid slice of life sort of sort of feel to it. So I'm guessing it's going to be in the same vein as Azumanga Daioh in terms of its comedy. Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it. On Anime News Network, I think it's one of the greatest manga of all time, in the top 10, as voted by the users. So yeah, that's that. Okay, next, quite an underrated title. I'm not sure who the publisher of this is. Jar Press and Last Grasp, 2 indie comic publishers, I reckon. Town of Evening Calm, Country and Cherry Blossoms by Fumio Kuno. This is, I'd never even heard of this, so I was just kind of browsing through Amazon and decided to change the book format to hardcover in the manga section, and this is one of the books that came up. This is set just after the Second World War in Hiroshima, and it's I think it's about a young girl who's trying to come to terms with kind of re-establishing the life that she had before the the bomb attacks. It's a nice hardcover, even though it's kind of thin. Still I'm highly anticipating reading it. I like my out there titles. Next, another Taiyo Matsumoto release, Sunny, Volume 2. I haven't read Volume 1 yet, but I'm a sucker for my hardcovers. When it comes to manga, I really like Matsumoto's storytelling techniques and things like that. So even though I haven't read Volume 1, I was more than confident in picking up Volume 2, because I know I'm going to really enjoy this series as I want to get around to reading it. Okay, next, 2 new releases, Deadman Wonderland, Volume 2 and 3. I'm aware that Volume 4 is out already, but I'm probably not going to be reading this for a while, as I'm just going to be starting up Tezuka season in the next coming month. Well, in fact, I said the next coming month, in the next coming weeks, on my channel here. So I'm going to be reading through all my Tezuka. So a lot of the manga that you're seeing now today, are mangas that I'm not going to be reading anytime soon. But nonetheless, they're always there. All right. Next 2 volumes, I've got Appleseed ID. The companion booklet, kind of goes, deals with character profiles, kind of helps to helps the reader to digest the world that Appleseed is set in, because the 4 volumes that I already had You can't really get a grasp for the story unless you read the two companion booklets, which is Appleseed ID and Appleseed Hypernotes, which contains half of book 5, and unfortunately the only half, because Shigeru Masamune never decided to continue it on for whatever reason. I guess maybe he just wanted to work on Ghost in the Shell, but this comes with some really nice, you know, just interviews, just all sorts, you know, mech profiles, you know, weapon profiles. Appleseed ID, I believe, is full of a lot of colour pages as well, as you can see. You know, just to give you a few examples, you know, it's just amazing artwork. I'd absolutely love some of these, but, you know, like full wall-size posters. Shigeru Masamune is definitely establishing himself as one of my favourite mangaka in terms of his art style. So yeah, next we'll move on to another underrated series from the Viz Icky signature line, Saturn Apartments Volume 3. I already had Volume 1 and 2, but decided to pick up the rest of the series. Yeah, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, and the final volume, Volume 7, which is a lot thicker. This series is something that's gotten me really interested. Basically, the concept is it's set in the future where humans have immigrated into space to live in this like halo ring sort of thing around the Earth to allow the world to basically repair. And the main character basically is like a window washer who works, you know, on this big massive ring-like construct that's built around the Earth, and he's basically tasked with, you know, washing the windows. From what I can gather of it, another really some highly anticipating. But yeah, Saturn Apartments. Okay. Even though I'm sat in a chair, this is actually really exhausting. Next, Triton of the Sea, Volume 2 by Osamu Tezuka. Had Volume 1 for a while, but I decided to pick this up, obviously because it's Osamu Tezuka, and I'm going to be reading it and reviewing it for my Tezuka season series of videos. So yeah. Another nice digital platinum manga release. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you, I've got a sale. All these volumes I got for £1, and I know co-provider is really into this series, and that is Banana Fish, a shoujo manga by Akimi Yoshida, I believe from like the late 80s maybe, but it's not like a typical shoujo. It's got like, you know, violence and stuff in it from what I believe. That's Volume 5, Volume 6. Volume 7, Volume 8, you know, bearing in mind I got all these for £1, I'm just kind of moving them over, I don't think you can see Volume 8. Yeah, there's Volume 8, there you go, you can see now. Volume 10, Volume 13, Volume 17, and Volume 18. So yeah, that's like, what, 8 volumes? All these cost me £8. I'm aware it's an out-of-print series, so, you know, probably a few of the volumes are going to be pretty expensive. I'm going to look it up, but I think it's like a 20-odd something volume long series, so you know, I have 8 of the volumes, and I picked it up because it was recommended by somebody who you know, knows the manga, which is always a good point. Okay, another of my continuing releases, Vinland Saga hardcover Volume 3, which I believe is Volumes 5 and 6 by what's his dude's name? Makoto Yukimura. I've read Volumes 1 and 2 already. I heard this volume gets really good, and Volume 4, especially, which is the latest release, gets even better. So yeah, another cool Kodansha release. I don't think Kodansha actually published a lot of hardcover manga, so you know, that's kind of a rarity. Okay, next, again, 2 awesome Osamu Tezuka books I got of the same series. Buddha, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Yeah, I didn't actually know how long Buddha was, and I've always held back on getting it because I thought it was a really long series, but it's actually only 8 volumes long, if you're counting the Harper Collins editions, which these are. I'm aware that there's also Vertical editions, and Vertical published them in hardcover, I think, but they're like, you know, way out of print now, and some of them are completely unavailable to find, so I just decided to go with the soft cover ones. But yeah, highly anticipating Buddha. I'm going to be including it in my Tezuka series of videos. This is probably going to be later on, towards the end of Tezuka season, because I'm going to have to collect all the volumes in order to read all the way through it. Alright, how long are we going here? 20 minutes. Right, I'm going to wrap this up. I've got 2 more volumes to show you guys, so thank you for sticking with me if you've stuck with me for this long. Penultimate volume, Wolf Children, Ame and Yuki. A really, really nice yen press hardcover. Comes with a really nice art sleeve, French flaps, dust jacket, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, the dust jacket itself isn't like, the paper quality is pretty bad. So, I've seen some of these books on the shelf in the store, and the reason why I haven't picked it up is because, as you can see on the top there, it can get easily damaged. But I ordered this online, and thankfully enough, it came in relatively good condition. Yeah, it's just Yen Press always do a stellar job on their hardcover releases. Similarly in the vein of Bride's Story, and the next thing we're going to show you, which is also a Yen Press release, and that is Verme Rome Volume 2. I already have Volume 1. I haven't read through this series yet, but as again I reiterate, I'm a sucker for hardcovers. I'm vaguely aware of what it's about, like about a Roman bather who gets washed away and ends up in modern day Tokyo or something like that, in a bathhouse. It's supposed to be pretty funny, from what I've heard. Yeah, by Mari Yamazaki is her name. The artwork looks pretty good. Not sure what demographic this is. I'm pretty sure maybe it's a seinen, I don't know, maybe a josei, God knows. But yeah, Verme Rome. I believe there's 6 volumes out, or maybe the entire series is 6 volumes, and there's only maybe 2 or 3 volumes out in English yet so far. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, if you've stuck around for the 23 minutes almost that this video has been going on long for, then I thank you. Depending on how much I get next month, I may even make a video next month as well, because I'm not actually wanting my videos to be in excess of 25 minutes. I would like to keep it rounded up within 15 minutes, but when you buy as much stuff as I've got this month, it's just really not feasible. So yeah, I thank you. Again, tell me what you guys got this month. If you've made videos, for the August month, private message me or something with links to your videos, or just put in the comment section below like what you've bought. So yeah, until then, I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.